killed.
Huh? You gonna play?
Bass wants to play?
Okay, Bass.
Well, that would be the day.
Welcome to America. In America, the way to be effective is to touch something deep in the human heart. Like the basic shallowness of everybody except the wrong hero. America, the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, I really want to take you out for spacious skies, especially for your amber waves of rain. I want to show off to the neighborhood your purple mountains, majesties. Baby, I'm so fond of your purple mountain majesties that if you was in a fire, them's the first things I would rescue.
That street runs alongside
above the fruited plain. America, America. This is the Wrong Heroes History of America. 1492. Columbus discovers America, home of the wrong hero. 1636. Cambridge founded. Immigrants flocked from all over the world to be in the home of the wrong hero. In 1661, English chemist Robert Boyle declares that the earth is made of fire, earth, air, and the wrong hero. In 1776, the Revolutionary War was fought so that the wrong hero might be freed from British tyranny. In 1848, the Irish potato famine. Flocks of Irishmen congregate in America to persecute the wrong hero. In 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation. Abraham Lincoln declares the wrong hero to be free for all times. In 1870, 4 million buffalo are exterminated and the wrong hero gets a buffalo nickel. In 1901, Booker T. Washington and the wrong hero are invited by Teddy Roosevelt to have lunch in the White House. In 1914, World War I, the wrong hero stubs his toe. 1919, diphtheria epidemic, the wrong hero catches flu. 1929, the stock market crash, the wrong hero loses his buffalo nickel. 1952, Red Scare. The wrong hero is blue, so he is safe. 1961, John F. Kennedy invites Pablo Casals, Robert Frost, and the wrong hero to speak at the White House. The wrong hero later has a tragic affair with Marilyn Monroe. 1974, Woodward and Bernstein uncover the Watergate corruption. The wrong hero is Deep Throat. 1992, the wrong hero is elected Emperor and President of Earth. Now look, if you will, upon that penny that I gave you before the show. Do you have that shiny penny out? Are you examining the face of the man on the front of that coin? The next time you look at Abraham Lincoln on that penny, I want you to think about how good it would be to pick fleas out of his beard. I'm the wrong hero.
I got this backwards again. Sorry, Francis. Of course, that is the one, and only, thank goodness, the only one. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies. The wrong hero.
City wrong hero. One different type of death for each of you. I am trying to stop her will, but instead it is mine. Can I get that guy over there? Yes, bathe in the rays of hatred which emanate from the wrong hero's pistol. My name is the wrong hero. Alcoholic, drug addict, easy guy to shop for around Christmas time. I think...
Ladies and gentlemen, the wrong hero.
I think that Christmas has become too commercialized. In fact, I think everything has become too commercialized. For that matter. But I think we tend to forget the true meaning. For that matter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
For that matter.
the wrong hero.
For that matter. For that matter. There, that'll fix it. Just in case. We forget the true meaning of Christmas. The true meaning of Christmas is a penniless, starving waif, his illegitimate mother, and some unemployed carpenter somewhere off in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, freezing to death in a tar paper shack while the Republicans laugh. They laugh! Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, the wrong hero. The wrong hero. The wrong...
But let us be more sensitive towards the religions of the West.
Let's give it up one more time for the wrong hero.
I invited Jesus to my house. He was a pest. He resurrected.
Did he have any?
He resurrected all the cockroaches.
Hero. The wrong hero.
He gave away my coin collection. He invited his disciples in for a drink, and he changed all the bath water to Manischewitz. He came in naked and bleeding one day and said he had lost his robe in a dice game. He walked up the shower nozzle. But worst of all, he left his face on all the towels. Try it sometime. I can just see these two guys in the front going, I don't get it. I don't get it. How could I have been suckered into seeing this crap?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up one more time for the wrong hero. I'm Laurie Anderson.
My dog ate my homework, but the assignment was to find out what dogs ate. So I had it made in the shade. I got another assignment.
Wrong hero.
It was to build a doghouse. But the dog ate it. Dog ate it. I went to class the next day. Dog ate it. And I said, dog ate it. I'm sorry, but the dog ate my homework. Dog ate it. And they said, dog ate it. Bring the dog in. Dog ate it. And I said,
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give it up for the wrong hero.
well, what about the music?
The wrong hero, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Noel Pharmaceuticals, manufacturers of Dilaudid, the wrong hero.
Dog ate it. Dog ate it. Dog ate it. And so I said, I can't bring the dog in because the dog is in the doghouse because the doghouse is in the dog. Golly gee. Get out of my way, Earth meat.
Once again, please give it up for the wrong hero.
Dog ain't it. 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 So I took my dog to the Frankenstein pet training school. They had Dracula, the Wolfman. You make something out of it. I can't. Oh, the dog kept licking Frankenstein's wounds. I can't. I can't. I got a diploma from a college that I found on the back of a matchbook. And I reported for my first day of work. And personnel said,
"Oh, you are a graduate of the prestigious Matchbook University."
"We are going to put you in charge of all the men who make matchbooks for a living."
University.
I'm the wrong hero. I'm from Motor City.
All right.
It's a city made out of a gigantic motor. I worked for a mysterious entity known only as the Rev. People say, wrong hero. I don't like your smart aleck attitude.
I don't like your smart aleck attitude.
Do you know what I say when people say that to me?
Kick the whip. Kick the whip. Kick the whip.
I say, what?
Kick the whip.
Attitude?
Kick the whip.
Good.
Kick the whip.
Confirm.
Kick the whip.
Open.
Kick the whip.
Highness.
Kick the whip.
On my
Kick the
knees,
whip.
putting a crown on your head while you're seated on a throne.
Well, I will change my attitude for you because I have no will of my own and am infinitely
Kiss the whip.
malleable.
Kiss the whip. 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 Kiss the whip.
That's my next album on Sub Pop, Kiss the Whip.
Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip. Kiss the whip.
I hate going home for the holidays.
Your relatives are always trying to feed you. Feed you. All they ever talk about is
Ladies and
food.
gentlemen, once again, the wrong hero.
And you know what I say to them when they're talking about food all the time and eating and food and eating?
Put the turkey scraps in the blender and we'll drink it.
And when your relatives don't know what else to get you,
The whip, kiss 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 the whip.
not always this odd.
Kiss the whip.
I hate it when they give you those fruity shampoos for Christmas.
Kiss the whip.
They don't know what kind of drugs you're addicted to, so they buy you some fruity shampoos.
Kiss the whip.
Great, I work in a zoo cleaning up elephant shit. I want my head to smell like a papaya ranch,
The
sure.
whip. Kiss the whip.
Maybe you'll get crushed and I can get disability. I invented a car that runs
Kiss the whip.
on blood sugar.
Kiss the whip.
I lost 300 pounds on the drive from Albany.
The whip, kiss the whip, kiss the whip.
Lucky thing I picked up that hitchhiker.
Kiss the whip. The whip, kiss the whip. Kiss the whip.
This episode of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by
Kiss the whip.
the penis. Made for a woman, but men like it too.
Kiss the whip.
And by the bib, the Bible, the
Kiss the
children,
whip.
the bib. The Old Testament is just one word, no.
The whip, kiss the whip, kiss the whip, kiss the whip, kiss the whip.
Kiss the whip, kiss the whip, kiss the whip, kiss the whip. Kiss the whip, kiss the whip.
Kiss the whip.
I will be selling a photo album after this show's over.
The whip.
It's all called Kiss the Whip. That's my EP.
Kiss the whip.
Now this one's called, it's a photo album now, and it's called
You took my picture, now give it back, you filthy earth monkey, because it's mine! Because it's mine! Give 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 it. It's mine!
This episode of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by chewing gum.
Give because it's mine! Give because it's mine! Give because it's mine!
Because
Give because it's mine!
when your employers see the working of your jaw, that will say to them, junkie, junkie, junkie. Chewing gum, when you just can't get through 8 hours.
8 hours! 8 hours! 8 hours! 8 hours!
8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours.
I think this would be a good time to talk about the difference between women's refrigerators and men's refrigerators. In a woman's refrigerator, you can expect to find
8 hours! 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 8 hours!
Snuggles, the fabric softener bear, powder puffs, and little kittens. But in a man's freezer, you can expect to find no little waste, 2,000 pounds of dynamite, and a frozen gorilla. Welcome to The Wrong Heroes, History of America. Today we discuss George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. George Washington never told a lie. How did he get laid? How did he ask? Well, he must have, because of all those signs. Washington slept here. And what about Abraham Lincoln? When you look upon the man who preserved the Union, the man who freed the slaves, when you look at his beard, doesn't it fill you with a holy feeling? Like you want to pick fleas out of it? I'm coming out with a movie called White Men Can't Jump, nor do they do a particularly good job of coming up with movie titles either. It's Letterboxd. Just the title though. I threw Bob Hope off an ocean liner. And you know what he did? Hey, Monty, Bob hopelessly. I had one of my ribs taken out so I could shake hands when I did Arms Akimbo. I Oh, and you know who killed John F. Kennedy? It was me. But I was only 6 years old at the time, and Oswald had to put me on a stack of school books and help me aim the Marciano bolt action. Here's the story of Quasimodo. He was busy ringing 3 bells of his own.
He had a job at the cathedral, but he was all alone. Then one day when the lady met the hunchback, she knew that he was much more than a hunch. And they formed a twisted, depraved family full of circus freaks. That's the story of the lady and the hunchback by Victor Hugo.
And now this word for the hatchback of Notre Dame. You're wonderful. That goes for me, too. I'm the wrong hero, and I just had a stupid hemorrhage because I wasn't smart enough to have a cerebral one. I wrestled with my conscience, and I won. I cheated, and I don't care. I wanted to join the Optimist Club, but I knew they wouldn't let me. I have a bumper sticker, it's written in Braille. It says, if you can read this, you must be blind. My father, he says, money doesn't grow on trees, you know. And I say to him, I know money doesn't grow from trees. It falls from your fat wallet, fool! Now fuck it over! Pronto! Hablo español? I hate it when people say, are you all set? I say, no, I am not a Jell-O roll! I don't believe that children should drink the cat's milk. I think her kittens need it more. I went to Washington, D.C., to the Smithsonian, and I shot a hole in the Bill of Rights, the part that said, you have the right to bear arms. I was in advertising, but then they offered me the Hitler account, and that's where I drew the line. Thank you. And welcome to this episode of Hell's Station. What would happen if you got a high-powered rifle and you shot the S off of a Shell gas station sign? Hell Station. Welcome to Hell Station. Today, we present the $10 Woman the What Will You Swallow show. And first a cartoon, Transcendental Yogi Bear. Yogi, why, even though you're a buck-naked bear, do you wear a necktie? Yea, truly, the wise men have said, it is because I have no neck. And now it's time for the chimpanzee Hamlet. Get thee to a petting zoo, Ophelia. No sooner had the unicycles and cigars turned cold upon the circus floor than my uncle married my father. And now it's the super gods. Jehovah, disguised in the mild-mannered deity from a great Western civilization, battles forth to do battle against evildoers as super god. And that was Hell Station. Never eat in a restaurant where they have a kitten on the bib. By the way, I'll do my impression of Red Skelton. No. Red Skelton. Skelton. Red Skelton. Moody Moodpecker. Skelton. Red Skelton. Red Skelton. Red Skelton. Red Skelton. Red Skelton. Last month was Trauma Awareness Month. But I was too frightened to mention it until now. And now it's time for Car Talk with the Wrong Hero. These handy-dandy bumper stickers will get you out of trouble quick as shooting. Relax. Invulnerable Kryptonian on board. Quick as shooting. I'm cuckoo for cocaine puffs. Quick as shooting. Quick as shooting. And of course, my other car is a Palomino pony. Tune in next week for more advice from Car Talk. You know, people put cockroaches down, but I knew a nice cockroach. I saw him bringing a paper bag with a stain on it to a sick weevil friend. So they're not all bad. And now it's time for celebrity holograms. Goliath, Hitler, Hercules, Speed Racer, Frankenstein, Frank Sinatra, Willard Scott, Dracula, the IRS, and Superboy. All mean to do better in the gigantic squared circle. Whoops, Dracula broke his teeth on Superboy's invulnerable neck. But never fear, here comes Frankenstein with a kryptonite bomb in his hand. I'm the Wrong Hero, and I like to shoot some people. Pretty holograms. ZZ Top. They're filthy, they're bearded, they're cretinous, they're millionaires. I'm filthy, I'm bearded, I'm cretinous. How's come I'm not a millionaire? And I hate Yale.
How about celebrity half-grams?
Are you talking about celebrity or clarity?
Either.
Well, that's typical of the kind of fuzzy, wazzy-do, everything is everything type thinking, which is making this country go plunge straight to hell in a handbasket.
That's right.
Yale University, a think tank in the middle of a ghetto. The Yugo car. We'd be in Yugoslavia if they made Fords. Malcolm X-ray specs. Enables you to see through white hypocrisy. Vies out, gets the red in. Evil rent-a-car. Get behind the wheel and you're evil. Ask about our special Xmas Evil sale. Come to sunny exotic Ulaanbaatar in the Republic of Outer Mongolia. You will walk in your bare feet down the narrow dirt roads of the capital city because the natives will have stolen your shoes at the airport and eaten them in Ulaanbaatar. Before you leave the Middle East, we urge you to try Talking Heads laxative. You can shit out anything ethnic once you take Talking Heads laxative. Talking Heads laxative. Talking Heads laxative. I'm the wrong hero. I've got St. Anthony's fire and he's got mine and I want it back. Talking Heads laxative. Talking Heads laxative. Talking Heads laxative. I wrote my resume. Talking Heads laxative. It says, this is my resume. It's mine. Do you hear me? Mine. Now listen, fat man. I want your job, but I might spare your life if you pay attention and just note one important thing. I'm like a scorpion, see? And like if you leave me alone, I'm okay, but if you sting me, then I sting right back. Needless to say, I got the job. I'm sick of all the Quasimodos. Let's have some real motos for a change. And I'm sick of Peter Pan. Peter Pan gives me a Peter Pain. Why do Popeye and Bluto fight over olive oil? Because they're sailors and she looks like a boy. Peanuts is Calvin and Hobbes for right-wing fundamentalists. I hate Jan H. Oort, the inventor of the Oort cloud. I got a white cloud. No use crying over spilled galaxies, Jan Oort. This message comes to you from Nat King Kong. Listen to King as he sings his beloved hits. These people are small and I will crush them because they're unforgivable. And by the holiday feature, St. Nicholson. So you want toys, huh? What makes you think I'm gonna do something for you if you don't do something for me, pal? I'm sick of getting new stuff for Christmas. I want old stuff. I want old age music. I want old balanced shoes. I want the old English Bible. I want the old Republic. I want the old Yorker. I want old week. But no, I keep getting new things. New El Paso salsa. New spice cologne. Pictures of new faithful. A new mobile. A new English sheepdog. And I asked for the 10 Commandments and I got the New Testament. Look, Ma, it's a yo-yo ma yo-yo. Yo, kids, it's a yo-yo ma yo-yo. Be sure to be the first on your block to have this genuine singing, bass playing, yo-yo ma yo-mo. Yo-yo. Yo, it's the yo-yo ma yo-yo. Brought to you by the makers of Mikado Mouse. And by Ego Toys. Hey, Lego my ego. Ego Toys. And by Casey Kasem's American Top 40. Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. This is American Top 40. We just got a letter from one of our devoted listeners named Mrs. Iscariot. Dear Casey, she writes, my son Judas has gotten a bad name in the press. I wish you would do something to clear his name. And here it is, the Rolling Stones with Roll Away a Stone. American Top 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. And now it's Jay Leno. Jay Leno, the Budman, and Bill Clinton square off in the big circle. This is brought to you by Ionized Soap. Ionized Soap. Him no foam, him no lather. No, him stare at you belligerently and say, hey, why you grow your hair? Why you know what dreadlocks, man? Ionized Soap. And by the song, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. Hi-ho, what the hell does hi-ho mean? We won't be able to go to work until we figure out what hi-ho means. And now, it's Christmas special. Dobie Gillis on Gilligan's Island. Maynard, you're still the same as ever. And now, Flintstone Vitamins Pushers. I'll trade you a Fred for a Barney. Man, I'm holding out for it. Dino. And by Dumbo. Dumbo, the elephant with high self-esteem. I hate C-SPAN, C. Everett Koop, C.S. Lewis, and C-3PO. That was C-3PO. I hate the Beach Boys, Dr. Beverly Crusher, the Budweiser bow tie, Absolute Vodka, because vodka corrupts and absolute corrupts absolutely. But most of all, I hate the radio. And Eric, I think a little music would be appropriate for this closing segment of the show. Eric, my slave has refused to... A little music, please. When I was just a little baby, my mom would have the radio on, and you know, when I started crying, she would put on W-A-A-H. Later, when I was getting off breastfeeding and she got me on the bottle, she used to play the soothing sounds of W-E-A-N. But you know, I was as weak as a kitten, and so when I was lying in my crib, my mother would sometimes put on W-E-A-K, just for me. In the morning, I woke up to the sounds of W-A-K-A. At night, I fell asleep with my little fist crumbled up into my cheek to the sounds of W-Z-Z-Z. Well, it wasn't before too long that I became a bright young shaver, and I used to listen to K-I-D-D. All the kids did. Every once in a while, an adult would come up to me and turn the station to W-I-N-K and give me a big wink. I never figured this out till later. Well, one day I grew up and I had to go to work. So, of course, whenever I was at work, we used to tune in to W-O-R-K. Well, it got pretty boring at work. So I would go into the bathroom and masturbate, and then I'd come back out and turn the station to W-A-N-K. And I'd give all my employees a big wink and turn the station to W-I-N-K. Well, then I'd walk down the hallway and turn the radio station to W-A-L-K. Well, it wasn't too long before I started thinking I was listening to K-A-G-E all day. So I tried to turn it to K-A-L-E and comfort myself with that. But it didn't work. I grew aloof, bitter. I sat around listening to K-O-L-D. Well, it wasn't before too long that I got a little puppy, and that brightened my life. And the little puppy used to cry in the morning, and I used to turn the station to W-O-O-F. Well, there's a sad end to this story. Just like with most stories, they don't have an artificial, arbitrary happy ending tacked onto them. One day, I looked out on my doorstep, and what do you suppose I saw? A little kitten. Well, the little thing was cold, it was shivering, it was tired, and so, in order to benefit it, I turned the station to K-A-T. And the dog ran away. And I live in the forest now. My name is The Wrong Hero. Thank you for spending some time in my America.
expression. Pretty nice here. Bill Pacelli on the drums this afternoon, celebrating his 28th birthday today. Just give me a second. Whoopsie, here he is. Of course, the Wrong Hero skit is on. I take it you had a very nice Christmas, Wrong Hero. Helping out Santa Claus a little bit. And I stand you have some gifts to pass out for us. Very nice.
Around Christmas time, everybody pretends to be something out of a Charles Dickens novel or something. But I pretend to be a pirate. Every Christmas time I say, "Har, mateys, look at the swag I've scored in my latest haul." But you know, sometimes I wish I would get different presents. Like instead of Old Spice, why with the Old Spice? I want some new spice. I want some stuff you slap it on and it goes, "Hi, oh, you laddies, tell me this is all you laddies, har!" I got 64 crayons so I could write to every member of Congress. No two colors the same. Dear President Clinton, Clinton and Bert Sienna, I would like in gray, to become a member of your cabinet in cardinal red. That is my letter to you, Mr. President, signed in white crayon, the Wrong Hero. I got this bumper sticker. It says, "Get out of my way, Earth meat. Here comes the Wrong Hero. I hate everybody, and everybody hates me." And now it's time to tell you what the Wrong Hero believes. Are you ready with the kooky sound effects? I believe that if the paper were I would like to be a circus freak. I believe that every parent should buy volume 1 of the encyclopedia at the supermarket for 9 cents. I believe that children shouldn't drink the cat's milk because her kittens need it more. I would like to start a band of outlaws on tricycles. I would like to commit adultery so I could go on talk shows and talk about my made-for-television movies and about my own adulterous affair. I say it is better to shoot an eagle and miss than hit a skunk on the bum with a round of buckshot.
Put the thing to the microphone and
If I'm funny, it's entirely due to me. If I am not funny, it is the lighting. I am the wrong hero. I believe I will leave you now. I've tried to use my cheapness extractor to suck the cheapness out of our patrons. I've tried to use my goodness extractor to suck the goodness out of Mike. I've even tried to use my niceness extractor so I could suck the niceness out of Wally. But my guns and toys and weapons and big gigantic things full of explosive have no effect. So I must go.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, Wrong Hero. Look out. So what we'll do is pick things up again here. We got Stu on guitar. All right, it is Stu, right?
Oh, quit your
quit whining. All you musicians are alike. You show up 50 minutes late and you expect us to worship you. Because I'm the wrong hero. I'm not like the other heroes. I don't soothe your egos with heroic deeds, which give you the mistaken impression that you might have performed them. No, I exert an uncanny, hypnotic influence on all of you, and I want you to forget I ever said that.
What?
It's time to bring out the big guns. I'm trying so hard to subdue your will to mine. Doorman, throw these people out. They aren't laughing. I'm the wrong hero, and my slogan for this Yuletide season is, me good, you bad. I'm the wrong hero, and I never repeat myself. I never repeat myself. Not even to establish a leitmotif. Not even to establish a leitmotif.
That one keeps going. That one's pretty light.
I hope I may never use the future subjunctive, even to establish a leitmotif. I never repeat myself. The question on today's agenda is, how do you make the Earthman laugh? Because when you laugh, you exhale your soul, and at that point, I can capture it in a bottle. How are you?
You know I don't care. Likewise.
Be gone, earth flesh. I love my fellow man with gravy. On my planet, you would be the strange ones.
Works on my planet too.
And what planet might that be? The planet of avant-garde hell? Hi, it's time for the Oriental Hour, where we make degrading ethnic comments and slurs about people of Oriental ancestry because we're jealous of their superior SAT scores. And now it's time for the Jungle Show, where we point out certain physical characteristics which enable persons of African descent to excel in sports in order to further degrade them even after 200 years of slavery. And now it's time for the Children's Hour. Why don't we sing a little song? It's called Skippy the Bunny and Hoppy the Frog Go to the Grassy Knoll. Welcome to Hell Station. Hell Station is what happens when you shoot out the S in a Shell gas station sign. You get Hell Station. Today on Hell Station. Say, what are you, a wise guy? Someday this all will be yours. I'll tell you what we're fighting for. We're fighting for Mom's apple pie. I didn't kill him. Honest, I didn't. Shooting you would be much too easy. I prefer to see you squirm. You may go into any room in this mansion, but this one. Wow, what's in that one? Oh, you'll find out. Here's a couple of C notes. I like to have my boys looking sharp when they go out in the street. Let's get a close-up of that. We want to thank our guests. Moving right along, let's roll this clip. Since you're going to kill me anyhow, you might as well tell me what your diabolical plan is, Dr. Duke. Do anything you want to me, but spare the girl. For God's sakes, let the girl go. Tell them what they've won so far. I watch your show every gun. It's quiet, Kemosabe.
Yes, too quiet.
I hear you're a mean hombre, stranger. Sorry, sir, but visiting hours are up. Follow that car. I would like to witness your death.
I don't want 100 dogs. Nothing can take the place of Lassie.
All right, man, synchronize your watches. We're going in at 000. Are you sure nobody followed you? Don't touch that dial, because now it's the Wrong Heroes cruel reading cards. Cut the music, please, maestro. So sorry about your bulimia. Wipe it on the dog. Sorry to hear that they found a body in the trunk of your car. I'll bet it's hell getting the stains out. Congratulations on your relocation. I hear those government witness protection programs are pretty effective. Valentine, you make me want to eat candy hearts which are softer than your own and which are more responsive to my needs. I'm the Wrong Hero, and I say, I'm against wholesale murder. The way I see it, there's got to be a commission in it for me somewhere. Do I have multiple personality disorder, or is it just me, and me, and me? Anyway, as I was saying, I'm here to tell you something very important. Stop killing each other. That's my job. I'm the Wrong Hero, and I say, visit the sick. They're weak and easy to take advantage of. Here's another bit of advice.
Yeah!
You know your appetite for destruction. We gotta do something to curb it.
Well, he needs that one all right.
He needs this one?
Yeah. Keyboard vocal.
There's more to cataracts than meets the eye. So keep an eye on them. Because just when you think you've seen everything,
I got you.
cataracts.
See what you mean.
I hope so. Be sure to get the Habitrol Patch Doll. That's right, the Habitrol Patch Doll for your 6-year-old who's unaccountably gotten hooked on sniffing glue with the little Mexican kids in the schoolyard. The Habitrol Patch Doll. Also, the Troll habit. If your kid has the troll habit, get him the habit troll. Stroking this troll's hair 3 times a day will alleviate troll cravings in your child. And be sure to visit our Heartless shelters. It's where heartless people go to hide from the homeless. Heartless shelters. If your girlfriend's an existentialist, why not get her a disengagement ring? And now, this portion of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by excrement. If you feel like shit, chew excrement. Also comes in sacrament flavor. Gets the smell of choir boy off your breath fast. There's nothing new under the sun. It's all old and burned, and somebody is trying to sell it at a flea market and charging too much. I'm the Wrong Hero, but I prefer to be known as Mr. Hero Man, as in this following witty dialogue.
Mr. Hero Man, how much are your crabs?
$3 each.
Well, you must be a millionaire!
I'm the Wrong Hero, and I say, get rid of poetry readings. Let's have poverty readings for a change. And let's not have a war on poverty. Let's have a war on poetry. Oh, by the way, the Wrong Hero Award for Best Performance by the Wrong Hero goes, as it goes every week, to the Wrong Hero. And you must be the famous crowd I've heard so much about. Would you sign this blank check? I have a 3-year-old at home that tells some pretty funny jokes. Are there any dogs in the audience? Collie. St. Bernard. Little Chihuahua with a hormonal difficulty.
That's not small, that's a Boston Terrier.
I don't spank my dog with ordinary newspapers. I use a special newspaper that has his picture on the front cover, and the headline reads, "Bad Dog." And it's got ads for carpet cleaners on page 2. And now it's TV dog food. Yes, it's the very same dog food that dogs on TV eat when dogs on TV eat dog food. It's TV dog food. Also, for humans, TV star, TV dinner. Yes, that's right, it's the dinner that TV stars eat when TV stars eat TV dinners on TV. This segment of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by the Clark Kent School of Mild-Mannered Journalism. Excuse me, can I have that picture of your dead baby to put on page 1 of my newspaper? I'll get a $5 raise. I was cleaning my uniform in the sun. No, wait, maybe I should tell you what I was doing on Christmas. I flew to Australia and a homeless Aborigine asked me for a shilling. So you know what I did? I scorched him with my jetpack. Anyway, I was cleaning my uniform in the sun and a sunstorm came up and I was nearly engulfed. So, not much to that story. But here's a question for you. If a tree fell in the forest and it fell on you, would you be there to hear it? And what if it were a yew tree and it fell on you? Who would hear it, you or you? This segment of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by The Car. The Car. Petting Zoo, Whorehouse on Wheels, and Robot Slave, all rolled into one. Coming to a drive-in near you. I'm The Wrong Hero, and this is my message for the children. Kids, stay in school. We don't want you around here. This message goes out to the clientele of the Middle East. The clientele of the Middle East is so cheap, they would lick baklava crumbs off of a baby bear's snout. Try it.
Bad entertainment.
This segment of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by God Whistle. It's a special whistle only He can hear. I'm The Wrong Hero, and I say that I can start drinking anytime I want. I can see a thing with my glasses. You don't need drugs, give them to me, and everybody else always ruins it for a few assholes. He who laughs last laughs best. But meanwhile, I'm out stealing his job because he's standing there like an idiot, laughing. When there's important work to be done. I'm The Wrong Hero, and I say, let's end the senseless violence. Let's have some sensible violence for a change.
Tell us about the tea.
No.
Tell us about the 12 steps.
I gave up coffee.
Tell us about the Indians. I want to hear about the Indians. Talk about the fucking Indians.
Oh, you mean London Bridge? That segment is later in the show, my impetuous friend. Might I say
see you have a bit of an imperious tone in your voice when you make these so-called requests.
Well, you're boring the shit out of me.
Demand.
Listen, I'm in high demand.
You're boring the shit out of me now, so get to the Indian part, like, you know, to make it better. So that would be a good thing.
I'm sorry, shall we discuss relativity and other high-tone topics that you're accustomed to hearing in this venue?
Why discuss something you couldn't understand? I mean, there's no point. Just get to the Indians.
I'll get to the gist of it, okay? I hate coffee because I already have a bitter taste in my mouth first thing in the morning. I wouldn't go to first night if they were giving it out on the streets. Elvis isn't sleeping, he's only dead. If you have failed to succeed, it is because you have failed to pay tribute to me. I have nothing to offer you but blood, sweat, and tears, and I wouldn't blame you if you took your dinner somewhere else. How many comedians does it take to change a light bulb?
200.
6. Wise guy. 1 to pace nervously. 1 to get drunk. 1 to vomit in the bathroom sink. 1 to suck up to the MC. 1 to write a joke about it. And 1 to complain to the management that it's too dark. That's how many. Thank you.
Get to the Indians.
Other comedians want to leave cappuccino farts on David Letterman's sofa. I want only supreme mastery over all. Because my mission is to destroy Earth comedy. Next time you take a shower, make washing an affair of honor with dual soap. If you use it, I'll kill you. If you don't use it, I'll kill you. Oh, what a disaster this is. Michael isn't amused. Hiroshima, Dachau, Auschwitz, and Michael doesn't think the jokes are funny.
I'll take away your notes. You don't have to improvise.
God forbid.
That's when you do your best work now. Scrap those things.
Cosa Nostra condoms, because it's our thing. Welcome to Shea Joe. At Shea Joe, your maitre d' is a big, beer-bloated buffalo named Joe who says, I'm sick of you coming in here and expecting me to wait on you hand and foot. People who read fiction are ugly. So read sociology. This is brought to you by the black hole. You know, there's been a lot of bad press about black holes, but I'll tell you one thing about a black hole. A black hole will see you through Monday. Thank you, Steve. Some of you might recognize me. I introduced Iron Mike to Miss Rhode Island. I said to him, Champ, I know you're covered in the blood of the man you just bludgeoned half to death, but I'd like you to meet a special friend of mine, Miss Rhode Island. I went to Einstein's Snack Shack, and I asked for a hot dog with everything, and the counter clerk said,
According to the laws of physics, that's impossible.
My father said, build a better mousetrap and the world will beat a path to your door. And I said to him,
Talk about Indians.
wouldn't it be cheaper to get construction workers to do it? You're stepping on my punchlines.
It gives us pleasure.
I wanted to join the Green Party, but they didn't like my slogan.
Kiss the whip.
No, microwave earthy.
Kiss the whip.
Al Gore sucked up to Frank Zappa during those congressional hearings in 1985, so I think he should be called Vice President Zappa Sucker Upper. It would look good on his resume, too. I want to have children, but I'm not sure I'm ready. So I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to adopt a midget, and I'll train him to say, "Didor, Didor!"
You're getting better. Keep going. Get to the Indians now.
I'm the wrong hero. I don't believe in lip syncing. I believe in life syncing. That is, being dead but appearing alive. Much like Phil Donahue. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like to dress up as a soldier so I can smoke in hospitals. I invented a religion for dogs. It's called heel. The Old Testament's just one word, sit. And the New Testament is 2 words, good boy.
You're on a roll. Keep going.
I used to use hard drugs. Now I sit around on the weekends and spit on a picture of my brain so I won't feel left out at parties. People say the wrong hero is an anal compulsive, and I'm here to say, I'm not. I was in a rock band. It was called They Were Good Ones. Saves a lot on the promo. Before that, I was in Jumbo's colostomy bag. We had a piano playing elephant, but he wouldn't play the white keys. I recently got a letter from a fan which read, "Dear Wrong Hero, you're great. Signed, The Wrong Hero." And you know what I did? I answered that letter. I wrote, "Dear Wrong Hero, I enjoyed your letter so much I read it several times, especially the parts about me." Women who like football are like rednecks who like Spike Lee. You make something out of it. If you walk around with an acorn in your pocket for good luck and you don't wash your pants, you just might find yourself someday with an oak tree growing out of your pantaloons, partner. And what would you do about that, huh?
A member of the audience there now.
Sometimes in a store when the person asks, "Paper or plastic, sir?" I like to say,
Put it in my hands, serving wench!
or when she says, "Will that be all, sir?" I like to say sometimes,
If I find a guy that spits like a quarter, I'll murder him!
but first I'm going to get that guy that spits like a silver dollar. I like to do an impression. I understand that Earth fools enjoy impressions. This one is a speedometer.
They go clockwise.
Now you tell me. Christ, I was doing that in reverse.
That was a slow down.
No wonder the cops stopped me, huh? I'm the wrong hero, and I'm the first man in my family to menstruate. That's so I can be on the cutting edge of bitching for a change. Okay. My girlfriend was watching a documentary about garbage, and I said, "Are you still watching that trash?" This is for you. Too bad Eric left. Here's his favorite part. Oh, the hell with him. All right. They moved the London Bridge to Arizona. Why?
Is this so the Indians can be weaned away from bootleg alcohol and gambling and be taught cultural stuff like fish and chips?
If
He would have laughed if he was here.
Good. He needs a laugh. Because if you're in Boston and you're crazy, nobody cares. Of course, if you're in San Francisco and you're crazy, nobody notices. I don't have to talk to you. I've spoken to a crowd of 3,000. Okay, they were ants. So what? I wrote my resume on an ice cream cone, but the personnel office didn't have air conditioning, and it melted.
Ice cream melts the cone, doesn't it?
I'll tell you, what a semioticist. Move over, you know. Who's that Japanese guy, Hayakawa, the senator from Hawaii? Well, anyway.
He's from California.
Okay, California. I hate it when you're a security guard, right? And people go running down the halls going, guard, guard! You don't see me running up and down the halls going, victim, victim! Now, dude, I genuinely like you. You give good audience. You're the best. Victims. I'm the wrong hero when I say, if I can't fly, at least I don't get money from home, like Batman. I'm a good housekeeper. Give me the keys to your house and I'll keep them. Love is blind. Also deaf, dumb, and owns a liquor store. Caveat emptor means your head is a giant sucker, and you have the IQ of a ceiling fan. Now here's a little riddle for you. Why do the wrong hero's slaves whistle? That's so they don't eat the raisins out of my muffins. Here's a politically correct joke, which I will tell for the very first time. Why do elephants have big ears?
How can you be so cruel?
We're gonna go in the kitchen and listen to disco if you don't get better.
Okay, here's another riddle then. How much does a psychiatrist charge the wrong hero? Nothing. The wrong hero charges the psychiatrist and knocks him down.
Thanks a lot. Looks good.
Now it's time for the air of self-assertion, which masks a deep-seated feeling of anxiety and inferiority show. And then right after that, stay tuned for the intrusiveness designed to look like concern show. But first, you must leave because you're not laughing hard enough.
No one is.
Well, since you remind me, I have no brakes on my car. I took them off so I wouldn't get rear-ended. You know, this Christmas season, people like to sing Silent Night, Holy Night.
What's so silent about it when all these drunks are out in the street bellowing, Silent Night?
Is that an oxymoron? Here's another cute riddle. How do you make a hormone more effective? Give her a megaphone. If vegetarians live on vegetables, what do sailors live on?
Seaman.
No, the ocean. Call the police and have that person removed. You know, Nabil came up to me and said, don't let that man in here. He's driving away the customers. And I said, Nabil, he's a cab driver.
All right, keep going, keep going.
All right, now it's time for the Sony and Chair show. But first, this word for couch. Couch, it doesn't do anything, it just sits there. And for Major Day. But first, the Doris Day Marathon.
Oh!
Thank you.
You're getting there, come on.
It's the wrong hero on the dating game. Wrong hero, tell us about yourself. Be glad to. I like to eat the dog's food to make him jealous. I prefer a shower to a bath unless the shower is golden and the bath is tongue. And I've seen the animated feature Aladdin 249 times. Well, thank you. And now it's the Dick Clark New Year's Eve with Slaughter Barry Manilow. Slaughter and Barry Manilow on the same stage.
All right.
But first, the Wrong Heroes medley to close the Wrong Heroes segment.
Hey.
If loving you is wrong, then so what? Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, it's mine because you're my human umbrella now. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Because you're driving me crazy, you're driving me crazy, you're driving me crazy. And now the medley of War and Blue Velvet. She wore, what is it good for? Blue velvet, absolutely nothing. Say it again. She wore blue, what is it good for? And now, hey Bo Diddley, what Bo Diddley, what already, what? Hey Bo Diddley show. Heard it through the grapevine, and now my ears are covered with sticky juice. Why was I so stupid? My boyfriend's back is covered with sunburn. I shot the sheriff because you're having my baby. Hate. Look around and you'll see it in your eyes. It's fate. You're the ones I must despise. The hate boat. Hope it sinks upon the reefs. The hate boat. Cause you're headed for a lot of griefs. I'm the wrong hero, and you are beginning to bore me. Because you make me this.
Biggest fan right there.
Thank you. That is Bob Kay on guitar and vocals. Of course, David on guitar as well. That was 3, right, folks? Did I give you 3? Okay, beautiful. We have Clint on keyboard. Before we bring Della up, I was out taking a breath. You're welcome. Outside cooling off a little bit, and I did see something in the sky, and couldn't really quite clearly make it out. It was just a streak of blue. Purplish blue with a hood on its head. But anyways, I don't know what happened. Anyways, next set will consist of Paul Maffa on guitar and Vance on this is the guy that I saw. He crash landed because he's got dirt all, so he must have landed. I get shot with guns.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you.
Let's do a little experiment. This is the goodness extractor. Let's see what happens when Mike has all the goodness extracted from him. All right, evil Mike.
What the hell do you want? I don't want to talk to you no more. Get out. Get in my face right. Punch you in there.
Oh yeah, all right.
There, he's good now.
Anyways.
We have time, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please put together for the one, and thank goodness the only one we have here today, the Wrong Hero, 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 hero.
How can you tell when it's after Christmas? Because people have new wallets. And how can you tell when it's after New Year's? Because people have something to put in their new wallets. There's one individual that if I never heard his name again, I would die happy. That man is bad Leroy Brown. We never find out who Leroy Brown was fighting with that razor. Who is Leroy Brown anyway? Shouldn't he be bad Leroy Pimp? And who's his adversary? Good Christopher White? Good Christopher White. Handyman in a razor fight. Hey, you know Bono from U2? What's going to happen when he learns 3 chords? We're going to call it U3. I always thought Roy Orbison should have been called Roy Orgasm, because the way he sings. And you know Elvis learned everything he knew from Roy Orbison. Yes, that's right. You know that song that Elvis sings? Fools rush in, we're wise when they fear to tread. I can't help falling in love with you. That's Roy Orbison. Roy Orbison that he's imitating. I'm the wrong hero, and I'm not going to be here long because, as usual, I have nothing to say, and I'm going to say it in the most obnoxious manner imaginable. But, you know, I've been standing here thinking, which Dick Tracy villains do you remind me of? There's Flyface. Flat Top Jr. And standing in the alcove, the mole. Now that I've flattered you with these highly comparable, favorable comparisons, and won your everlasting gratitude, I'd like to talk about my pal. You know, he was a lot like Mickey Puss over there. I did everything for my pal. I bought him a Palomino pony because he was my pal. I gave him a free trip to Palestine because he was my pal. We even went to the German Palatine because he was my pal. We were palsy-walsy. We were in a prisoner of war camp together. We were pals. But then one day, my pal double-crossed me. And you know what I said to my pal? I said, I'm the wrong hero. You are beginning to block traffic. Please, check that woman. She's not laughing hard enough. It's Abby Hoffman, incognito. He walks among us. But you are beginning to bore because you make me nervous.
Yes, another fine segment down at the Middle East consisting of the wrong hero. Right now we're gonna get jam without the wrong hero. Thank you, Francis.
Why the hell aren't you staring at me? To answer your question, I'm the wrong hero. And I get a lot of letters from folks who want to ask me questions. I put their name on a gigantic sucker list and sell it to the Publishers Clearinghouse. Here's some of the questions the wrong hero is accustomed to receive as his rightful homage from his Earth slaves. Dear wrong hero,
Are you a transvestite? Answer, no, I'm a priest. The next letter is from John Q. of Elmira, New York. He writes, "Dear Wrong Hero, is that a dress you're wearing?" And my response is, no, it's a kilt. And I kilt the man who used to own it for asking too many damn fool questions. Our next letter asks, Wrong Hero, are you crazy? And my response, meow. Now we have a letter from a man who asks if the Wrong Hero is paranoid. My response, I'll kill. Wrong Hero, what did you want to be when you grew up? A hooker in Las Vegas, but this is second best. Another letter asks, Wrong Hero, what is your blood type? My answer, B negative. Also my personal philosophy. Wrong Hero, do you have any messages for your fans? One writer asks, and my response, back off, vampires. What will you do, Wrong Hero, when you start to get compliments? I'll tell you the answer to that when I actually get one. Wrong Hero, what is a genius? Answer, a genius is any person who can recite the names of all of the American presidents. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, I forget. And finally, a reader from Germany asks, Wrong Hero, is it true that fascists have tiny weenies? My response, lies, all lies! Thank you, that was a question and answer with the Wrong Hero. You are all now my unwitting slaves. Do not buy health food. Health food is just as dead as junk food. There's no difference. It's all dead stuff that's been lying around and handled in unsanitary circumstances by ill-paid minimum wage workers. When I get on a subway and give the attendant my 85 cents, I like to say something cheerful to help the man relieve the monotony of his job. Something like,
You tin horn chiseler, I'll see you rot in hell!
when I go into a restaurant and the waiter introduces himself to me by name, I say,
My name is Feed Me and Live.
pronto. Because I'm the Wrong Hero, and I believe that it's a small world, but not small enough because it's too big for me to crush. I went into Noman Copy down the street, and they had a fundamentalist working at the counter, and he wouldn't Xerox my order because he said it went contrary to the dictates of his religion, which prohibits graven images. He said,
go to Heathen Copy next door or Secular Humanist Xerox down the street. I feel like a 20-year-old. Are there any here? The United States is a depraved capitalist society. And I get paid to say this. Hey, I hear that Hitler lost the Second World War. This is true, isn't it?
Isn't it? Answer me, damn it! Isn't it? No! Don't tell me! I've been away for 50 years. You mean the same?
I'm the wrong hero. I have no money, but I have the human spirit. Can I borrow a cup of heroin? It's not for me, it's for a sick friend. He has a cold. I walked up to Lizzie Borden one time and I said, "Hey Lizzie, can I play your axe?" I was sad because I had no shoes. And then I met a man with no feet. So you know what I did? I let him walk all over me. I'm the wrong hero. My friends call me Death, the Destroyer of Worlds, but you can call me Deathy for short. We needn't be formal in this context. Ever hear that band Sandy Duncan's Eye? Thinking of starting one called Sandra Bernhard's Lips. I was driving down the road and a policeman pulled me over and said, "Hey, what's your name?" And I said, "Albert Einstein." And he said, "What are you, a wise guy?" And I said, "Yeah." I can see with my X-ray vision that you don't have any radiation poisoning yet. Still working on it. Just keep in mind that every time the wrong hero looks at you from now on, he's actually using his X-ray vision to fry your liver to a crisp. I invented an automated bowling ball. It picks itself up and throws itself in the gutter, just like I'm doing. Because, you know, people come up to me after the show and they say, "Shay, man." They say, "Shay, man, that wasn't so funny.
Shay, man, what kind of drugs were you on?"
Shay, man.
Why do farmers hitch their thumbs in their suspenders? What are they trying to say with this gesture? Hi, I'm a stupid, ignorant apple knocker whose only book is the Sears catalog with which I wipe my ass, and I am the absolute lord and master of 40 acres and a spavined mule. So hooray for me. Uh-oh. I think I've gone too far.
But you know something? This whole nation, I gotta talk fast before they get me. This whole nation is involved in a gigantic conspiracy, and it all centers around farmers.
Farmers are the nation's biggest conspiracy. They control the nation's food supply. Just think of that. Farmers.
So I say kill farmers. And kill Quakers too, because they won't fight back. I'd like to get a little serious on you. I'm the wrong hero, and this is my prayer. Dear God, just fire a shot across his brows to get his attention. Dear God, please let me have your godlike power with none of your awesome responsibilities. Signed, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
What I need is something to keep the policemen away.
Yeah.
When are they going to invent a fruit that does that? Because, you know, dogs bark and the caravan goes on, and I've got a splitting headache from these fucking mutts barking all the time and this stupid goddamn caravan.
Is what? Because a wise man has said, drive gently over the stones, which means in Boston, you never get out of first gear. Fools ask questions that wise men cannot answer. Don't they? Don't they?
Don't they? Don't they?
Because truly it has been said, revenge is sweet,
Yeah.
and plain old venge has a slightly salty taste. Also, it has been said by E.F. Schumacher, small is beautiful, but big impresses ladies. Also, that two heads are better than one, but three are hard to groom. I bought some crazy glue, but it was an off-brand.
It was criminally insane glue. And every time I tried to open it up, it kept on sticking to its original story.
It's also said, you made your bed, now lie on it. This applies to Leona Helmsley. My favorite pickup line in bars is, my mother doesn't understand me. I'm the wrong hero, and I get these vibes from you. I get these vibes that all of you in a past life once owed me money. You were down for 10 drachma. I'm the wrong hero, and as you might have guessed by now, I have low self-esteem. Every time I hear a fart, I take a bow. My bumper sticker says, my other car is a real death trap. I invented a liquor called Two Roses, because if you drink it long enough, you begin to think that you're drinking 4 roses. They named 2 towns after me, Marblehead and Athol, in a county. Which one?
Middlesex. Middlesex. When's this guy gonna give it the real jokes already? What's the matter with him? This is still out of Joe Miller, 1761. George Washington's wooden teeth. Ha 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 ha.
I'm the wrong hero, and I'm so mean that I sell roaches to midgets and tell them that they're humongous.
Please, Spawn!
I met a man who was such a smooth talker that butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. And you know something? That really interested me because I was eating an ear of corn at the time. What if Abraham Lincoln had signed the Emancipation Proclamation in disappearing ink? soon to be a major motion picture. I think the time now has come to take you, as the finale to this act, to Hell's Station. Welcome to Hell's Station. What happens when you get a high-powered rifle and you shoot the S off of a Shell station sign? You're sent to Hell's Station. Clint Eastwood in the Liberace story. Go ahead, play in C major. Make my day, you silly thing. John Wayne as Mama's Boy. I'd like to go out, but my mama wants me home, Pilgrim. Edgar G. Robinson as Hippie.
All right, boys, we're gonna knock off the head store, see? Okay, you, no parking zone sign face. I want you to stand in front and throw suspicion away from us as we ransack the store and get all the bongs and paraphernalia. Are you with me, boys? See? I don't know what I'm saying here. I can't remember anymore. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Ah!
Bob Hope explains why I shout.
Well, I come from an old school vaudeville that didn't have microphones, and also I can barely see, so I don't know how close you are to me.
Bill Cosby on why I need more money.
Selling frozen pudding pops isn't lucrative enough. I make bad motion pictures too.
Frankenstein Sinatra. Racing with the moon. Hi, I'm Frankenstein Sinatra. I'm composed of all the decomposing bodily parts of other famous crooners and second-rate nightclub entertainers of the 40s, 50s, and part of the 60s. Ed Sullivan's foot. A really big shoe. I did it. And now it's Bugs Bunny in Say No to Drugs. What's up, Doc? The incidence of teenage drug abuse, that's what's up, Bugs. Thank you. Popeye and Bluto in Julius Caesar.
I come to squash Popeye, not praise him.
Act 2, Bluto. Yogi Bear in the Amy Fisher story. Amy, why do they call you Amy? You're a pretty lousy aim. Are you gonna pop Mary Jo Buttafuoco or what? Amy? I'll wait in the car. Yay, watch out for the ranger. After that, we'll go to my hotel room with a picnic basket full of salami sandwiches, if you get what I mean. Amy Fisher is portrayed by Cindy Bear, of course. And now Jerry Lewis on The Other Diseases.
Spasticity? Attention deficit syndrome? I don't care. I'm into muscular dystrophy.
Joe Friday on how to recite radio scripts. 9:08 a.m.
no visual cues to establish locale, so I'm forced to resolve this happening device of announcing the time at periodic intervals in order to give you an idea of the situation and setting. 9:14 a.m. Not much has happened, but the sound of my reedy but reassuring voice still steadily fills the old Philco, which has just gotten warmed up. Sylvester the Cat Stallone. Thank you. Casey Kasem at the Crucifixion. Well, they're mailing them to the two boys, and we just got a letter here from a woman called Mrs. Judas Iscariot. She writes, "Dear Casey, my boy Judas has gotten a bad name in the press. It's a conspiracy to attempt to establish some sort of sun god here in the Arabic subcontinent. Johnny Most at the fall of Rome."
Ah, the 7 hills of Rome, Brianna Smolder. Ah, this is terrible. Skipper seizure. He's ordered that quote. Ah, this is terrible. Caesar's having seizures. Caesar's having seizures. Ah, this is terrible.
Accountant Dracula.
Permit me to introduce myself. You owe me $15,000 in back taxes.
The Jack Benzedrine program. Well, Louis Armstrong for normal.
I'm the beloved jazz freak, Louis Armstrong. You know, back in the 40s, I used to like to smoke marijuana, but then I decided that me and sweet little lady Moto had better take a little bit of a separate vacation for a while, because you see, I didn't dig doing jail time. That's why I've come back from the grave to plead with you. Please legalize this stuff. It's harmless. It's
Mr. Rogers interviews Andrew Dice Clay. It's a wonderful day in my neighborhood.
Get your fucking furball sweater out of my face. It smells like my toilet.
The Steve Alien Show. On the way up here, it was like driving through milk. And if you've ever driven through milk, you know what I mean. Sergeant Carter for Preparation H.
Pile!
You calling me Sergeant?
No, it's these darn hemorrhoids. That's why I'm angry all the time.
Well, why don't you try Preparation H, Sergeant?
Pile, it works!
Shazam.
I never thought I'd say this, Pile, but you've really done me a real service for a change.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Preparation H. And finally, William F. Buckley interviews Buddy Holly.
Baby soup, baby soup.
Hold it right there. You know, I have an uncle who teaches a speech remedial course, and you must get rid of that ghastly stutter. What exactly are you attempting to express in this song, Mr. Holly? If the litigant is named Peggy and she's forced to seek recourse to the courts in order to gain a judgment against the plaintiff, then I would think that you would phrase it a little more eloquently. Now, finally, Malcolm X for Cross Pens. If you've checked into hotels and you've grown accustomed to being brutalized by the person at the counter who demands to see some sort of the white man's identification, the next time you're faced with this troubling prospect, take
take out your cross pen. Hi, I'm Malcolm X, and needless to say, I have a lot of trouble with the hotel registers because of the way I sign my name. When I whip out my cross pen, that means instant respect. Of course, now I call myself El Malik Shabazz. Well, you've gone about as much of the wrong hero as you deserve. Perhaps a little bit more. And so, Earth fools, it is time for me to take my leave of you. Because I say this from the depths of my heart. You are beginning to annoy me. Because you make me nervous. Nervous. I dare you. Want to know why? Because you're evil. Evil. Evil.
Riser on that. Great, Francis. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
It's gonna be a Monday night.
So. Yes, wonderful. Wunderbar. Das ist gut. Mein hier. Kommen Sie hier, bitte. Ja, was ist los there? Wrong hero, hero, hero. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to translate for you, talking to the man who has many languages, and languages are many for him, including short phrases such as, get out of here, get lost, go back to New Jersey, go dunk your head in some ice cold water. But we here in Boston know him as our favorite villain fighting, speaker of the poor, worker of the health. We call him our very own, thank goodness he's the only one. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put together for the one and only, the wrong hero, hero, hero.
If anything can go wrong, it will. And that's where I come in. Yes, I'm the wrong hero. And I want to clear up a misunderstanding. I am not Francis DiMenno. Francis DiMenno is soft and weak and has soft hands and is constantly late for work and never does his job properly even when he is here. I'm the wrong hero and I do all these things, but I am not Francis DiMenno. However, I will collect $2 more from everybody in the room after my set if you don't laugh. So you better start getting those chuckle boxes revved up, Earth meat.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm the wrong hero.
What's in your pocket?
What's in my pocket? Money that I extorted from sick old widows sitting in their mansions with nothing to do except give it to me. For starters, knowledge is power. Think of these words. Knowledge is power. But I didn't realize it until right now. They're always talking about what the Colonel did to Elvis. The poor Colonel! The Elvis is just a truck driving boy from Tupelo, Mississippi.
But the Colonel is an authentic illegal alien from Holland.
So don't pick on the Colonel. I gotta get a job, so I'm gonna sell mafia insurance. Because you wouldn't want anything to happen now, would you?
Also selling Cosa Nostra condoms.
Because it's our thing.
What would George Washington say if he came back and he saw Burger Kings on every corner? This is what I fought for, to eliminate kings in this country. And now this Burger King is taking over.
And he couldn't even eat a Big Mac or a Whopper because he has wooden teeth. That would really hurt. I'm the wrong hero, and I combine the ribald humor of John F. Kennedy, the get things done assertive attitude of Lyndon Baines Johnson, the secretiveness of Richard Nixon, the clumsiness of Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter's big grin, Ronald Reagan's satisfied chuckle, George Bush's choppy hand motions, and Bill Clinton's love of jelly donuts. And now I'd like to do a song. This is a blues jam. I would like to perform Wild Thing. Wild Thing, I think I love you, but I want to know for sure. You move me. I'll do the rest when I remember the rest of it. Did you ever put shaving cream in your mouth accidentally? How about deliberately? Try it sometime. It's pretty good. I don't have a job, so I'm going to start making bumper stickers for various people. Like, you know, people like you, I break for lunch. I break for the Whiskey Rebellion. That's mine. I break for unicellular life. That's if you're from MIT. Or maybe ask me about the Haymarket riots. Or
Ask me about my eternal torment.
Or
Ask me about my grandchildren, all of whom drive faster than I do.
Or ask me about my 3 past lives. I love my seeing eye dog. Honk, if you've betrayed our Lord. If you can read this, congratulations. You're literate. My other car is a Palomino pony. My other car is a real death trap. My other car is the Starship Enterprise. Honk, if you're a Canadian goose. L. Ron Hubbard is my co-pilot. Or for truck drivers, big old bumper sticker at the truck stops. Benny is at the wheel. Have you ever been on the road, you know, your little car's like chattering like a squirrel at 78 miles per hour, and then all of a sudden this big diesel truck comes up on you and it goes. And as you go cascading off the side of the cliff, you see the little Mack truck bulldog. You say, "Oh, isn't that cute?"
Now, when this happens to you, I have a bumper sticker. It's called, "My other car is a twisted mass of rubble."
Thanks. I'm the wrong hero, and I'm one of the great haters. I don't like to go around saying how much I like people, because that's what you got television, radio, and magazines for. No, Not only do I hate people, I hate elements.
I hate helium. Why do they call it helium? It makes you talk like this!
They should call it Hurlium.
And I hate copper. I wouldn't give 2 cents for you, copper.
It's more, has more.
And I hate nickel.
I wouldn't give a plug nickel for you.
Or an unplugged nickel.
You can just,
And I hate diamonds. I wouldn't give a dime for a diamond.
And I hate artificial diamonds. They're just carbon copies. And there's another thing I hate. When you're in high school and you ask how to spell principal, they say, think of it this way. The principal is your pal.
Sure, all my pals haul me into their office and interrogate me for half an hour over the most trivial bullshit imaginable. I love pals like that. I'm around here and I think that they should change the name of Boston to Loston.
But his whole trick was,
Because whenever somebody moves to Boston, they disappear from the face of the earth. Probably because they get stuck in downtown Boston and can't figure out how to get back to whatever miserable suburb it is they live in. With some improbable name like Newton. Well, I'm from Elk Fuck, Montana. Where are you from, stranger?
I'm from Newton, Massachusetts.
The Virgin's mine.
Now you might be thinking, wow, wouldn't it be great if all of our world leaders had the artistic temperament, if all of our world leaders were artists instead of lawyers? Well, I don't think so, because of all the world leaders we've ever had, only one of them was an artist. And you know which one that was? Hitler, that's right, Hitler. Hitler had the artistic temperament.
Hitler used to go around giving big temper tantrums every time somebody said they didn't like his work. Hitler, like, oh, they didn't like my drawings of churches.
All gypsies report to the town square at once. So just remember that. Next time somebody asks you who has the artistic temperament,
Just tell them the wrong hero has the artistic temperament.